Overnight, yet more Russian military vehicles being moved towards Ukraine. These ones heading into Belarus. While diplomacy goes on, so does the military build-up. The rhetoric is being stepped up too. A stark warning today from Britain's Prime Minister to Russia not to attack Ukraine.
Invading Ukraine, from a Russian perspective, is going to be a painful, violent and bloody business. And I think it's very important that people in Russia understand that this could be a new Chechnya.
In Brussels, European foreign ministers also repeated warnings of massive consequences if Russia attacks its neighbour. The day after accusing Russia of plotting to install a puppet regime in Ukraine, Britain's Foreign Secretary promised to keep up pressure on Moscow.
The reason we put that out into the public domain is we are going to call out every instance of Russia trying to influence democracy, trying to subvert Ukraine, false flag operations and sabotage.
We are now seeing a significant ratcheting up of rhetoric and deployments as this crisis deepens.
We are considering to further enhance our presence in the eastern part of the alliance. This could include the deployment of additional NATO battle groups.
With fears of conflict intensifying, Britain and America are pulling diplomatic staff out of Ukraine. Britain's embassy will remain open, but is down to essential staff only. While diplomatic staff are being pulled out of the region, Western military forces are heading the other way. NATO is bolstering forces across Eastern Europe in case of any Russian aggression. The alliance's response force is on standby, with additional ships and fighter jets also at the ready. France is ready to send troops to Romania to work with NATO forces there. The Netherlands is sending 2 fighter jets to Bulgaria to police its airspace, and 1 ship and land-based units are now on standby. Denmark is sending 4 fighter jets to Lithuania and stationing a frigate in the Baltic Sea. And Spain is sending its own ships to join NATO naval forces. And this is what Russia is deploying. Tens of thousands of troops in as many as 70 battalion tactical groups stretched along the border with Ukraine. The Kremlin is accusing the West of stoking up tensions.
принимает необходимые меры для того, чтобы наша с вами безопасность была обеспечена на должном уровне, для того, чтобы наши интересы были обеспечены.
America is considering sending troops to the region. Britain has already sent anti-tank missiles. But the government's been criticised by one diplomatic veteran for not doing enough to support allies stand against Russia.
There's a feeling that we are not putting in the work, really, to carry our full weight in international efforts at the moment. We're putting out press releases, but we're not actually doing the hard work.
Nerves are being rattled from the Black Sea to the Baltic, where 20 Russian naval ships have put out to sea, with both sides pouring more and more military forces into the region. The dangers of escalation, miscalculation and inadvertent conflict are mounting. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.